Well, I'm just sitting here waiting for Rhea to come down. We're headed over to Ton Bin District to meet one of our friends and subscribers at Kai Coffee. He's from Da Nang and has a lot to tell us about what's been going on up there.
It's a baby one. Yeah. It is. So take a picture of that. That's a little mini one for scale, you know. Like that. I like to stay in the same place. I'm not one to change. You know, we have cats and you know all that kind of stuff.
You like something?
The neighbors built the house.
Yeah, I've
when
seen that.
They broke our house over there. Really broke it. I mean, just
They didn't fix it?
Yeah,
Vietnam style.
yeah, Vietnam style.
My landlord's from New Zealand. He has a Vietnamese wife.
Oh, okay.
So I was house hunting because I was on an island called Dao San.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for 6 months, but it was more like a homestay. You know, and homestays I noticed in Vietnam, they watch you come and go.
Yeah, everything.
They, you know, back by 10, they want to lock the gate. You know, like. So I got a house. Mm-hmm. But house hunting is not easy.
No, it's not. It's why we were lucky that we knew somebody.
But I've seen this one, I was like, man, it checked up all the boxes that I had, no construction around. And so he gave it to me for $550 a month.
Yeah, that's not bad. Near the ocean?
12 million, yeah. I'm on the seaside.
On the seaside?
Near Lee, between Lee and Dragon Bridge.
Yeah.
But it's all Vietnam community. It's not a foreigner area.
Yeah, our neighborhood, I think I'm the only one that's there all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know everybody up and down the street.
Yeah, me too. I'm like the foreigner guy, you know.
Yeah.
And then
they're all pretty nice too. You know, the local folks, you know, they invite you if they're out eating, you know, and they set their little tables and chairs up and stuff. And if you walk by, they invite you to sit down and have a beer and something to eat.
Yeah, they're totally nice.
Very nice.
The only one problem I have in Vietnam is foreigners.
That's the bit. It is, and that's why I really like living in the.
Because they're always complaining about everything.
Yeah, and really, I mean, I was complaining about everything when I left the U.S.
I think that's how we are raised to just as a country in a whole, where you complain.
Yeah.
Culture, you complain.
It is. And I know one thing that would drive most Americans crazy is the way they serve food here. They bring it when it's ready. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if everybody gets their food at once or anything. It's not an issue.
Right.
So they just bring it when it's done. I think that's really funny.
And they bring it right when you order it.
Yeah.
Boom.
What did you do when you were in California?
I had a construction company.
Construction company, cool. Yeah.
You know, and I also have some nail salons. That's how I got my
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Absolutely.
Because I was I built some nail salons, and I ended up, you know, owning them. And I figured, I'll try it, but it was just a lot of stress. I mean, once I owned it, I'm like, man, like they have whoever comes in the morning first is on the first, second, you know, a list. Mm-hmm. And when a customer comes in, they go by the list. But if a customer comes in and just wants a regular manicure, that's only $15. And
gosh, how much are they here?
Like $1.
$1, yeah.
You know, so there was a lot of stress and problems. That's why, you know, I think the Vietnamese runs it. They know how to run it.
Yeah, they know their people and their culture.
And
yell at each other in the same language. Mm-hmm. That's always good.
It's funny. I come here and the people are different. Vietnamese. Very
They are.
relaxed, very nice, friendly.
Yeah. I had a company in Houston, and it was right on the edge of the Vietnamese community there. And so, you know, I was always in their businesses and things like that. And they are different from here.
I think when they come from here, because here the culture's not money driven.
Right.
Where we're from, it's learned money driven.
Yeah.
You know, like what kind of car you drive, you gotta have a house, you know, it's just
So, yeah, it's all.
But here, I mean, like, it's not about money. I've been here 3 years. I've never experienced one negative, like someone trying to make money on me or charge me more. I've never.
We haven't had that either. You know, we saw in the news about the outbreak that was in the COVID outbreak. What caused that?
Well, they did research and they found it came from a hospital. But the thing is, the first lockdown, you know, we only had maybe 6 cases.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything at all, but you know, at the time, I'm like, you know, why are we locking us down? There's not even any active cases.
Yeah, it made the news here, and we had to start wearing masks and all this stuff.
Yeah, and that lockdown lasted 30 days.
Yeah.
But then after that, 3 months go by, no, everything's back to normal. And then all of a sudden we hear, oh, there's a case coming from Da Nang Hospital. They're trying to find out where it come from.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning there's 2 cases. And then the next morning there's 4 cases. All from this one case.
Wow.
And I was thinking, oh no, they're gonna lock us down again. You know, that's one thing, like the government in Vietnam took this very serious.
They did, and did it fast.
And, you know, they didn't take any chances. They had free testing.
Mm-hmm.
We all had to get tested in
Yeah.
Da Nang, free. Like the second outbreak, I figured, oh, this is gonna be bad, because every morning I'm waking up hoping to read good news, and it's saying, oh, 20 people, 20 new cases, 40 new cases, 50 new cases. And I was thinking, this lockdown's gonna be a long time.
Yeah.
The Vietnamese people, they all united together to fight this thing.
Yes.
And that's what impressed
They
me the most.
cooperated.
They cooperated,
Yeah.
they stayed home, they listened to the government.
Yeah, our
And-
city here, you know, as big a city as it is, it looked like it was the Tet holiday.
Yeah.
You know, it was emptied out, and people that were wearing their masks, and the hand wash was everywhere, and a lot of the places just closed.
Yeah.
They,
And where we're from,
Oh yeah, 50 little governments, and they're all dictators.
they're all not agreeing on anything, and that's why, in our homeland, they still have the COVID problem.
Yeah.
After 6 months, their stillness is getting worse and worse.
No, they're not getting better. Not at all.
And then, you know, I mean, what works is a hard lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, not like, oh, we're going to close the bars at 10 p.m.
Yeah, I thought that was a real funny one. You know,
How's that?
oh, COVID at 10 o'clock, it doesn't do anything. It
I mean,
goes home, takes a nap.
but that's the one thing that really impressed me. Like, the people unite together and fight this virus.
See, the rumor we got down here was that your outbreak there was caused by illegal Chinese that showed up there. That was
Right.
that was the rumor.
Right.
But I don't know if there was anything to that at all.
Yeah, I read that too, and seen that they were, you know, Vietnamese were smuggling some Chinese in.
Yeah, that's
And they're
what we
thinking
heard.
that's where it came from, but the one case from the hospital, they never found the main source.
Yeah.
So now all the new cases are people that are imported here
Yeah.
and quarantined.
You know, we haven't had any in our area at all. Nothing.
I mean, we border China,
Yeah.
you know, and other countries
Yeah, they're
5,000 miles away,
and they
they're
have it
having
way,
bigger.
way,
Yeah.
way worse than we do.
So-
Oh,
It just goes to show you when everybody's together and they can fight it together, and you know, they overcame it. And look, we're back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Local businesses are open.
Yeah, except for international flights, everything else is 100%.
Yeah, and the tourist industry is really taking a hit.
Oh yeah, it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
You noticed that, I'm sure, already.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and
We did that video downtown, and I think there were maybe 3 people or 3 rooms in our hotel that were occupied.
that's why a lot of them are just closed. There's no reason to open.
Yeah, nobody down there. And
I mean, I'm getting great deals down there.
yeah. But, you go to Benton Market. Used to, you're bumping people all the time you're in there, and now you go in. Yeah.
But it just goes to show you how bad this virus is. It just takes one case,
Yeah.
and it just spreads so rapidly to everybody.
It shows you a weakness in the political system in the U.S. We can fight a war or something like that, but something that requires the states to get together and do something just doesn't get done.
And it's frustrating when we have to listen to the news and we see that people are fighting over, stuff that's good to fight the virus. They don't want to stay home. They don't want to wear a mask. And it's like, come on.
And then the next state over, it's different.
Yeah, so
It's different rules.
I mean, it says United States, so we should be united.
Yeah, we forgot that united part. We're just the states.
But we get bad publicity in the United States.
Yeah.
As far as what we do, like the shootings.
Oh.
Every morning you wake up, there's shootings, killings,
And it's getting worse.
Yeah.
It just gets worse. I don't know. What do you think about this defund the police and all this stuff?
It's just sad.
It is.
It's just sad. What else can I say?
Yeah.
I mean, this is all coming to light now because of cell phones.
Everybody's wearing a body cam, basically. Everybody. And, it's really funny. You see pictures of the crowds in the U.S., and everybody in the crowds, like this. So there's nothing goes by that's not
good.
videotaped.
Now we see what's really going on.
I know that police training, could definitely be improved because those guys come up, a lot of times with an intimidating approach.
Oh yeah.
And that puts anybody off. It doesn't matter what color your skin is.
It doesn't matter what color. It's like compared to here and there. Every interaction I've had with the police has been wonderful.
Oh, they're friendly.
Friendly.
And,
they don't ask, "Where's your ID?"
No.
Where are you going? Where are you coming from?
No, they talk to you a little bit
Yeah,
first,
they just-
and then if they need to see your ID, they'll ask for it.
I've never had any bad experience in 3 years. I've never seen any violent crime in 3 years. I just noticed everything here is simple.
Yeah, it
And
is.
everything where we're from is complicated.
I think that's a pretty good observation.
I mean, yeah, like here, there's no guns. Before, I never thought, like there would be it was an issue. Like in America, we just grow up.
Yeah, we have.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Guns, and so when I come here and there's no guns, I tell you, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does.
You don't wake up in the morning hearing shootings from,
No.
or police being shot, or shots fired, or
Nope.
it just makes it safer.
It's so rare. I've got one of my Freedom Series videos coming out about guns. And I think it's the next one, and I go into that a little bit. About the difference between here and there.
Yeah, like since I've been here, my thoughts on guns have totally changed.
Yeah.
Because, people there go, "Oh, we need it for protection." Well, how many times do you see a news report, somebody broke into the guy's house and he saved him with a gun? Compared to, somebody got drunk and shot somebody, killed him. Like, and that's,
or the kid digs in daddy's drawer
Yeah,
and
it's
shoots
just-
himself.
uh,
There's always something like that. No, I don't even miss it. I was really big into shooting sports. I like hunting and things like
Yeah.
that. But I don't miss it. Not really. There's other things to do, like doing video.
yeah.
It's
just
a big change, but I like it.
In Da Nang, the police go home at night.
Yeah.
There's no police at night.
We walk around all the time in our neighborhood, late at night and on little side streets and things like that. Have never even had an issue of any kind here. We had, when we first were here and living in this neighborhood, we had one or two snatchings, right? Or one attempt and one successful.
Oh,
right?
on you guys?
One on Rhea was an attempt, but she foiled the attempt. And then
And a
the
cell
other was
phone?
a friend of no. I think they were after jewelry.
Oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah. And then
The first one is the after the bag,
yeah,
and then the second one is after the jewelry.
yeah.
My friend.
Her friend got snatched. They were walking together.
Yeah. When I go to the bank, a lot of it's cash here.
Yeah.
You know, I go to the
nearly
bank.
all of it.
There's no security window, and I see mounds of cash
Yeah.
on the back just sitting there. You see it?
Yeah. And their armored cars are just SUVs.
Yeah. And it's like I mean, there's nobody's. They don't have bank robbery. Well, when they do, there's doesn't. It's just the crime is just so different.
It is. It's like you said. Crime isn't petty. You know, crime is crime, but still, the severity and the people, the onlookers and things that get injured, things like that, just doesn't happen here.
No.
And most of the crime here, I've noticed, is deals that involve, like drugs or loaning money. The usury guys that are loaning this.
They're up to no good.
Yeah, they're up to no good. And the crime against foreigners here is mostly just, like I said, petty theft.
That's just
And,
a great.
and a foreigner being stupid.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. A foreigner being getting drunk and acting stupid.
Yeah.
But
Stupid.
it's just being.
I hate being around. Honestly, I hate being around the foreigners like in District 1 and stuff when it's active and
Like on the walking street. I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
I haven't drank alcohol in 20 something years. So I don't put myself in those situations.
we both drink beer, but we drink walking distance to our house.
Yeah.
Drink with the locals. We don't go to District 1 to do our drinking.
Yeah, you see it all the time, like, a foreigner in the news for, just getting drunk and, trying to steal something.
Yeah, or run his rented Ducati through a window or something.
Yeah, like-
McDonald's.
But,
Saw that about long ago.
like, we're taking really good care of here.
Yeah.
I mean, we're there a place in the world where you go to and you can feel totally safe. Do you know, like,
No, not many.
like...
Not many or none.
Right, like, I mean, and they're always nice to us, always friendly, and it's not fake.
No,
It's genuine.
it is. Yeah, and you don't feel like they just said, invited you over to drink with them so you'd pick up the tab. or
Right,
something.
no. I mean, it's like, it's not a money.
No.
They do
Oh, I
stuff.
was so surprised because if people here invite you out, they pay.
Yeah.
They pay
That's
for yours.
how, like,
and if you invite them out, then it's your turn to
yeah.
pay.
So many, I've
pretty
had
cool.
that so many times where I
Yeah.
go out and they pay. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it's okay, I pay. No, we got it. It's like,
So what were your plans when you came down here? Did you have a reason to come to Saigon?
just to get away.
Just get out.
Just to get out. I come here, I have friends that I visit. And,
Yeah, because you live here, so.
Right, and I'm going to be going back to America probably next month or in 2 months.
Are there flights out now?
I don't know, I haven't checked, but I've been putting it off for the longest time.
I've only heard of charter flights, and boy, the prices on them were
Yeah, outrageous.
through the roof. Yeah,
So, I mean, I don't want to go back.
yeah.
When I first came to Vietnam, I was here 30 days, went back, came back, was here another 30 days. And when I fly back, as soon as I land in the airport, it's just a different feeling.
Yeah.
It's not happy faces, it's people rushing, it's just hard to get used to.
Yeah. Rhea was going home. Usually, about every 18 months or so, you'd go back to the Philippines, and she'd spend some time over there with her family and stuff. Hasn't been. It's been a full year now, and there's no way to get back.
Can't get back now.
No, and they're sort of like the U.S. over there. Their problem just keeps getting bigger. Yeah, the politics has gotten rough over there too.
Yeah.
I'm not a Trumper. I'm a conservative, I guess you'd say, because I was always a business guy. And most of the business guys in Texas, they're conservatives. But I really wasn't a Trumper. But now everybody's a Trumper if you're a conservative. You're
It's
accused
either one,
of it.
yeah, it's either one way or the other way.
Yeah, you're one way or the other way, and if you're a conservative, you're a racist, and man, I just can't live in it. I couldn't. There's no way I could go back to that.
Here, when they report on something, it's true.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's just the story.
Yeah, it's just the story. It's what they say is real. You know, back home, they try and create stories.
Right. You can see it even in the headlines.
Yeah, like, oh, what if this could happen or that could happen, and then, everybody goes out and buys toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the pictures of the empty
It's like,
shelves.
why toilet paper? I never understood. Like, why are they fighting for toilet paper? Now that I'm here, I see when I watch, they create panic.
Yeah.
And they create fear for people to watch news, even if it's not real. And it works.
Yeah.
If you tell, like a couple of years ago, they said, oh, we have a shortage on flu vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
So what does everybody do?
Go get.
Yeah, it's 5 in the morning down the street, like they've never gotten, but it's just the fear.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a Trumper, but I'm conservative. But I think the way that the news and the media treated that guy is just awful.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I know, that's.
And the guy's he's
just different.
A weird guy, and probably not somebody I'd want to be buddies with or anything. But I don't know. I mean, they've just treated him horribly ever since he started. I don't blame him for clawing to to keep his job, because he can see what's happening.
Yeah. It was a little funny, because when I think of that night, I was going to sleep. And I'm thinking, oh, he's ahead in all these states that might give him the victory. I was like, surprised.
Yeah.
He was ahead by 2% on
or more.
Yeah. And then I'm like, shit, he's going to win again. I was surprised.
Yeah.
And the next morning, there's like, oh, these mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when they kept saying, wait till everything's counted.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, every state he was ahead slowly started changing the tide.
Yeah, somebody's little Xerox machines were
Or
working
something.
overtime.
And then all of a sudden, Biden wins by, 0.5% or 1%.
Obviously, I'm not a communist or anything, but this one-party system here seems to work pretty well.
Seems to work,
Yeah. And they're happy with it. That's the thing.
I mean, it's just a different party. Before, when we were raised, communists, bad. Yeah, there is dictators that are bad.
Yeah.
It's not good. But if the government, like here, I feel the government cares about the people. And their first thing is taking care of the people.
Yeah,
just like with the COVID. Like with COVID. Their number one concern was keeping people safe. Mm-hmm. Not, who's going to pay for this? Who's going to pay for testing? Here, if you're considered you might have it, they come and get you and test you and quarantine you. They don't say, just go ahead with your life. No. Because it can affect everybody. So their main concern is protecting the people.
Yeah, I think they do a good job. I've said that in my videos that it's a one-party government here, but no complaints.
No.
And the people are really happy. I read a survey. I think it was done out of Europe somewhere. And it was like over 80% of the people here that they surveyed were happy with the government. Some of them said it was a little bureaucratic, a lot of paperwork forms when you're doing business, things like that. But nobody had any really awful complaints. And, I know there's some dissent, and there's some people, that occasionally they get, in trouble for writing a bad article or something and publishing it online or something like that. But I'm just not sure. First of all, I'm not sure who they are and what their issues are. You really never hear about it, of course, because they get pulled off the air pretty quick. But it's, I just can't see where the problems are. I mean, we have potholes here and stuff, things like that. And they do have a lot of bureaucracy. But I've been reading where they're trying to get, slim that down, make things easier to do business and make things easier for the companies to go public, for instance, or do an IPO, a lot of that kind of stuff. So I think they're really trying hard. I mean, look at the police report that I used to would do it myself, or the hotel would do it where we were staying, and now it's all online. Your landlord just goes online, does it.
Yeah, it's like internet here.
Yeah,
It's
all
so
online.
amazing.
Everything's online.
The internet is amazing
Yeah.
here. And they don't have different tiers, you know, like where we're from, you have, oh, you want the $20 a month? It's really slow. The 30, the 40, or the 80. Here, I pay $10 for amazing internet.
Yeah, me too. I get about 80 megabits.
Yeah. It's like, and it never fails me. It's
Nope.
movies, anything.
Yeah.
No, they have one speed for
That's it.
everybody.
And you know, mine when I first signed up, it was at about 20 megabits or 25, and it slowly inched up. But the bill hasn't inched
No.
up. The bill's been the same. I paid $225 ever since I signed up with the internet thing.
Yeah, I have
Pretty amazing.
nothing negative to say about Vietnam. Everything has been so positive.
Yeah.
You know, like in America, if you forget to pay the bill,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, oh, $20 extra, $30 extra.
Yeah. Big fees.
We have to turn it back on. That's another 50.
Yeah.
Money, 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 money. Here, when the bill is due, the internet just stops.
Yeah.
And then you just go and you pay your bill and it's back on.
And it's back on.
It's not
That's
like,
right.
oh, you owe us more money.
About
Like,
foreign goods. Do you buy much stuff, you know, that's like food and things that are U.S.?
not really.
No.
Like, we're in Da Nang, there's not that many international stores or
Yeah.
whatever. But I have certain restaurants I like to go to. And another thing, like eating here, eating out is like cheaper than eating at home.
Yeah.
Like
Just-
when I was in lockdown, I'm like, man, my grocery bill is expensive. You know, I had to cook every day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you started spending money on groceries.
and I could go and, you know, when I'm not locked down, go and have a Vietnamese dish for 20,000,
Yeah.
30,000.
The thing that amazes me is that you can get Western food here now online, and it's easy. In Ho Chi Minh, we've ordered things like Rhea likes corned beef. You know, that's a popular dish in the Philippines, and she likes it. We ordered some online, and I think they delivered it the next day.
Oh, really?
And we've had things that we bought that they delivered the same day. You know? And if you order food that needs refrigerated, they come in little bikes with refrigeration, or not a refrigerator, but with the ice chest on the back, you know.
It's convenient.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, you can get whatever you want here in Saigon.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, most everything we get we buy at Big City.
Right.
But you know, there are things occasionally that we like to have. You know, our Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
You know, things like A1 steak sauce sometimes. So the only thing I have trouble with really is shoes. You know,
The sizes.
Yeah, 12. You know, size 12 foot.
I'm a 42,
Yeah.
so you must be a 50 something.
Yeah. 40. My shoe size is 47, right? 47. That's about a 12. It's clothes I just haven't made.
Yeah.
I buy these big old shirts with all the pockets and stuff because I'm not a fashionista. I have no sense of fashion whatsoever, and I like a lot of pockets for all my photo gear. And so I just have these things made. And you can have like 10 shirts made for $3 million.
No, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Try to do that in where we're from. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, be that much
Custom
easier.
shirt.
Yeah.
Ching ching.
Ching ching is right.
But yeah, another thing I found really interesting here is like opening a business. Like I opened that coffee shop,
Right.
and I had all these worries in my mind because I've had businesses in America and
yeah.
here, and here, you know, I had no issues at all. It was so simple and so easy. Like we remodeled the coffee shop. No complaint, no city inspectors, no inspectors. You just start doing it.
Yeah.
Nobody comes out. There's no permit fee. There's no license fee. It's just really easy. You just go down to the police. Everything revolves around the police.
Yeah.
So, you know, where we're from, you have to go to the city hall. You have to go to this department. You have to go. You just go to the police, register your business, a small fee.
You're done.
They're done. And if you want to sell beer, just
You just
buy
sell
beer
it.
in here and sell it.
Yeah.
It's
You
not.
sell it. Right.
It's so simple.
Yeah. Not in the U.S.
No,
That you have to
every-
audit your beer.
Oh, you have to get a license, and but everything's so simple. Like, and another, being in this big city like Saigon or everywhere, you don't see homeless.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Very, very rare.
Very rare.
People
You don't
take care of their own.
Yeah, you don't see homeless. You don't see drugs. You don't see it.
It's here.
It's here.
It's here,
but it's
you
not.
don't. No, it's
Where
not.
we're from, you can see it everywhere.
Yeah, you walk down the street and see needles in the gutters.
Yeah, it's like, and then here, if you're 12 years old and your dad says, "Oh, go buy me some beer," I go buy you beer.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
They're
that's-
not supposed to anymore, but I've never seen an ID check. Because of that, the kids aren't grabbing the beer and hiding behind the
Yeah,
fence and
I think
drinking it
that's
themselves.
probably half the lure. But if you tell people where we're from, there's always something like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with them?" Or like, "Why would they do that to the kid?"
Yeah.
But
It's one of the most normal places I've ever lived. There's just nothing that's really caused us any issues except this visa extension, which is it's a problem because you just have to do it more often.
yeah,
But as far as being a problem legally or paperwork wise, it's not a problem at all.
it's just got to pay.
You just got to pay.
Just gotta pay.
Rhea, when she came, of course, from Philippines, and she came with me here a few times to visit. And when I asked her if she'd want to move here, well, she was just like back when I used to open my truck door and my old bird dog would jump in. She was ready to go
So does Rhea do they talk Vietnamese to her a lot?
all the time.
So Rhea, do you know Vietnamese a little bit?
Yeah.
She knows money.
I know money, I know shopping, I know food.
Shopping?
Yeah, she can shop. Really, I mean, even people that have limited, Vietnamese aren't going to have a big problem here because the people are friendly and accommodating.
Yes,
they really
always.
try hard.
And I noticed like the
it's not
younger,
like France,
yeah.
where they hate you if you can't speak French like they do.
And another thing here, they really put an emphasis on learning English in school. They push English now in the public schools.
Yeah.
They want the
Yeah, it
kids.
used to be just private here.
I used to have to go to Thailand to do my visa runs last year. They had no English there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They don't teach. And so no one knows English. I mean, there's a few, but not like.
Sometimes they're a little shy to speak English with you, but if you can get them out of their shell, then a lot of them speak English
Yeah.
well enough to understand.
They
what
always say, "Oh, I'm not that good." I go,
Yeah, I'm
you
not that
are.
good.
Good.
You just said that.
Yeah. If you're not, right.
I can.
Another thing, like we've had these hellacious storms in Da Nang the last
Oh yeah,
couple
that's
months.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
Are you near the area that has the landslides and all that, or is that further inland?
that's further inland.
Rhea lives in Typhoon land.
Yeah.
They had them. I don't know how many, but 20 a year or something like
Yeah,
that.
I've seen on
Or
the,
more than.
Yeah, I've seen all the storms hit them.
Yeah, they go through and practice in
Yeah.
the Philippines and then come here.
So we used to it.
During the hurricane, when I was in the hospital, I watched 3 trees go down
Wow.
right out my window. And within 10 minutes, the government was there, right in the middle of the typhoon,
Cleaning it up.
cleaning it up, pushing it out of the street, and they're like trying to hang on. I'm like, jeez. I mean, they're in the middle of the storm, and then the next morning,
They do clean stuff up fast.
right away.
Yeah.
Right away, I was so impressed. Like they just got rid, like within one day, cleaned up everything. I was just like, and I don't want people to think that I'm sitting here bashing my homeland. But
No, I try not to do that too. It's just change.
yeah, it's just we're living here, we see the difference, and we want other people to know like how wonderful it is living here.
That's what I've been trying to do in my little freedom series is explain to people, that it may be a communist country here, and there is a difference between things, way things are handled and done here. But I'll tell you about it. You decide. It's,
Yeah, from the history of Vietnam, all that they went through the wars, and through us coming here, it's been through a lot here.
Yeah.
And for them to still be open arms to us,
Yeah.
to come here after what
I
the history.
never hear anybody mention the war, the American war that they call
No.
it.
They look at us as allies now. And they love Trump here.
Yeah.
They love Trump.
They do. They're Trumpers.
They are Trumpers for sure. The reason? One reason, he's the only president to be against China.
Mm-hmm. And he came here.
And he came here.
Yeah. And he sent his secretaries of state, all kinds of high-ranking officials, and I don't think anybody's done that way back, even in the Bush administrations, things like that. Nobody really paid much attention to Vietnam.
Well, it's just a little country the size of California.
Yeah.
I don't see the hand, the communist hand, anywhere.
No.
I feel more free here than I've ever felt free back home.
Yeah. You know, I felt more oppressed, you know, when they came to tell me that my grass was too high in my rent house.
Exactly. Just the little things.
It's
the little things.
And it's all the time.
Yep.
We're just finished up yesterday shooting a video of our friend Bryan, a subscriber from Da Nang. Well, I enjoyed shooting the interview with Bryan. I hope he gets back up here soon. We'll do something else and maybe get out and go somewhere and tour around with him. Well, this is JR, the Expat in Saigon, and my cinematographer sidekick here, Rhea. And
It's me.
if you like this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel and be sure and hit the notification bell. We've got a Freedom series running right now, and it's going to be going for several months, and we sure would like for you to see the videos on USA versus Vietnam and how freedom works in the two countries. So this is JR saying thank y'all for watching.
Thank you all for watching.